Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher. Welcome to Sweetwater's iOS update. This time out, 2 additions for your musician's toolbox from Kawai. Let's get started. Kawai recently introduced 2 new apps that are very useful for the musician's toolbox, the Touch Tuner and the Touch Metronome. Let's take a look at those apps. We'll begin with the Touch Tuner. Touch Tuner is an app that runs on either iPhone or iPad. One nice thing about running it on the iPad is that you do get a very nice large display. Now, it operates in 2 different modes. You can use it as sort of a digital pitch pipe where it plays back sound out of the speaker or out of the output, or you can use it as an automatic tuner where it detects incoming pitches from external sounds. Let's begin by looking at pitch pipe mode. To set the mode, we simply press and hold. When we get the locking display, we're set for pitch playback, and to start the sound, we just tap inside the circle. Now we have 4 different sounds available to us: sine wave, sawtooth, square, and a triangle wave. So you can choose any of those. You can set the pitch by moving the dial. You can also set the pitch here. Set the octave by moving up and down. You can also calibrate the reference frequency for the tuner. You do that over here using this circle. Moving up and down moves you in steps of 10. And moving left to right moves you in steps of 1 hertz. To stop sound playback, we simply tap again, and it will stop. Now we can also use the tuner in auto mode. We'll set the mode by simply pressing and holding. And at this point, it's automatically detecting the signals that are coming in through the microphone. So let me grab a guitar here. We're nicely out of tune. So now using auto mode, we simply play each string. It will detect the pitch as well as the frequency and tell us when we're in tune using both the frequency display here as well as a strobe inside the circle. So our E string is right on. Our B string is a bit sharp. Much better. Now we have several other nice features here as well. If we tap in the clear space here, all of the circles start to move around, and you can actually change the way the display is laid out to however you like. So we can set things however we want there. Simply tap and hold again to turn that back. We also have a variety of settings we can change on Touch Tuner. We tap the gear, and the first thing at the top is the temperament that we're working in. Now it defaults to equal temperament, which is what we usually use, but you can also go to Pythagorean. You can go to major, pure minor, mean tone, Werkmeister, and when you're working in those different temperaments, you can also choose the key that you're working in as well. We also can set the tuning sensitivity. Down here by moving the slider, you can change the wallpaper, so you can choose from your camera roll or whatever you want to use there. We can set the brightness that's detected. We can also show and hide different aspects of the display. So we can hide the strobe if you don't want to look at that. We can hide the calibration circle if you don't want to look at that. So you can customize the display to whatever you want to look at. If you're looking for a full feature, easy to read tuner for your iPad or your iPhone, Touch Tuner is a great choice for your musician's toolbox. Next up we have Touch Metronome, also from Kawai. Now this is a full-featured metronome for, again, the iPhone or the iPad. On the iPad it gives us a nice large display, but it also works extremely well on the iPhone. To start and stop the metronome, you simply tap inside the circle. You can hear that we get an accent on beat 1, and there are several different ways to set the tempo. First of all, you can scroll the dial, which is a very fast and easy way to do it. We can also tap inside the circle, set whatever tempo you want. You can move in increments of 1 beat per minute by scrolling left and right. You can also set to a half tempo by scrolling down. You can also set the tempo using the tempo marking circle here. If we scroll left to right from Allegretto, which is 108, we can step to Moderato at 96, Maestioso at 88, and so on. Variety of different things there. The tempos that are available range from 10 beats per minute up to 1,000 beats per minute. So if you're a shredder that can do 16th notes at 500 beats per minute, this metronome will be able to keep up with you. We can also set the metronome division. Now I've got it set to quarter notes here. We can set that to eighth notes. 16th notes, triplets, and then different rhythmic divisions as well. First and last 16ths, first and last triplets, and just the offbeat eighth notes. We can also set the number of beats per measure by swiping in the center of the screen. Here we've got 4 beats per measure. We can go up to 5, and actually you can go all the way up to 16 if you like. So we have a lot of flexibility for setting the number of beats per measure, the rhythmic divisions, as well as the tempo, which makes this a very versatile metronome for any style of music you might be working on. We have a variety of other settings we can change as well. Click on the gear and that opens up our settings page. We can choose the sound. Right now we're on electro. We can choose cowbell. We can use claves. We can scroll down, set the range of the tempo dial. We can also change how the pendulum swings back and forth. We can choose the way the flashing works as far as the beat indication goes. Set the wallpaper for the background, brightness. So a variety of different settings you can work with there. You can even turn different elements of the display on and off. So if you don't want to see the pendulum, you can turn that off. If you don't want to see the tempo mark, whatever you might want to do, you can turn those on and off using this page. Finally, we can save all our settings into a song and recall those at any time. Just click on the song name at the bottom. We can add a new song in there. You can create a library of songs that you can recall quickly for both rehearsal purposes and to take on stage to set the tempo for each song your band might be playing. As with Touch Tuner, Touch Metronome is deceptively versatile. It's a powerful metronome that covers pretty much any need that you might have, yet it's very affordable and very easy to use. Both of these are great additions for your musician's toolbox. I hope you've enjoyed this installment of Sweetwater's iOS update. Be sure to tune in next time. We'll have more apps, more hardware accessories, and more tech tips on making music with your iOS devices. I'm Mitch Gallagher.